today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Indianapolis Colts. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First and 10 at the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 65 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Man, it's complete. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of... And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Solid return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack.
Number 25.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 15 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Mack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He was brought down at the...
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jordan with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they're going to take over right there 22-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding Hilton on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a nice cup and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, ask for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's
the Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
22 yards.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Eason. With Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcusson. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's got Burton here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Eason looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. They take this across midfield and inside the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Forbath will put this this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
On the return, the Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Taylor, the ball
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up second and
there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, here's Eason. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Every time I see Corey Littleton play, I feel just a little bit older. I called some of his games at the University of Washington, where he began his career there as a safety before moving to linebacker later in his tenure there. Definitely a tackling machine. 8th in the NFL as a member of the Rams last year in tackles. The Raiders signed him, hoping he'll do exactly that. Plus, one of the better special teams players in the league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Eason. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They'll run here with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
He was brought
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First and 10, Eason. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
At the 8-yard line.
On the give, this is Matt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me,
and got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he's going to be intercepted the third time. Picked up by Corey Willis.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. This one out left to the tight end, Burton.
Eason's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Throw left side complete. Inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. From the gun, Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
He holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's caught by Waller out left side. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Carr again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target it yet again. It's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime